What can a parent do who has lost their custody, then regain it?
Well, in order to regain custody, if custody was transferred during the pendency of an investigation, it's normally as easy as going back into court and saying, Judge, we now have a change of circumstances, the investigation is completed, I want my custodial rights restored. If the agency filed an action and went to court and sought to remove one parent from having custodial access, that's typically considered a placement. You don't have a change of custody per se, you simply have a cessation of one parent having custody, and at the end of that case, assuming the parent has addressed all of the concerns that led to the removal, that custody right is supposed to be restored. It's not automatic, but what normally happens is the judge has to have a hearing and say, are the safety concerns alleviated? And if they are, then the resumption of custody is supposed to happen.
And so, getting even deeper into this, if Child Protection Services files a child abuse complaint in all of this, is the divorce then put on hold? Is it continued? What happens to the status of the divorce case?
Well, you know, in divorce we have a couple of different issues. We have financial issues and we have child-related issues. The financial issues go forward no matter what, because the court says, you know, you don't need to know where the child is going to live to know how we're going to divide your house or separate your retirement accounts. But with the issue of custody, if custody is an issue before the court, if we genuinely think that mom and dad are going to be disputing that issue, what normally happens is the child welfare case goes forward and that portion, the custody portion of the divorce, is really put on hold. And most judges want that to happen so that one judge, because it's a different judge, you don't normally have a judge handling the divorce who's also got the child abuse case.
Right.
The child abuse case is being handled by one judge, and that judge is going to hear critical information from the agency about safety. They're going to be assessing, is it safe for mom to have supervised access or unsupervised access? Is it safe for the child to be living with dad full time? And if so, does there need to be any type of restraint on third parties coming into the home because of issues with dad? So all of that information is before one judge. They don't normally like to pass it back and forth. They say the judge who's hearing the issues with the agency and the children and their safety concerns decides those issues, and then once those issues are resolved, once it's no longer a safety concern, we'll put all the issues back into the divorce and deal with it there.